Hey guys, it's Claire the Amateur Critic, and over the weekend I just saw Mission Impossible Fallout. I think this is the 100th Mission Impossible. Just kidding. Anyways, so this was directed by Christopher, I'm going to screw up his name, but everybody calls him McHugh, from the interviews that I heard and stuff, so I apologize for not knowing your last name. Anyways, so Tom Cruise, who plays Ethan Hunt, is Tom Cruise like the best actor ever? Like, I would think so, just because this man, who is 50 years old, you guys, 50, he is, what is it, over a quarter century old, did his own stunts and his own fighting scenes, for crying out loud, okay? Like, how many actors do you know that do that? Like, at 50, like, barely any. So, he did an amazing job. I thought, like, the stunts were, like, actually real, like, oh my goodness, like, he did a lot. And then, of course, when I found out he injured himself, I was just like, well, go figure. But yeah, I would say he did awesome. That halo jumped, and the motorcycle scene in France, and the helicopter scene was amazing. And I would also like to know, how much was insurance for him? Because I'm sure that was not cheap whatsoever. So I'm pretty sure that took out like a big, huge part of the budget for filming Mission Impossible. That's just where my mind goes when I watch movies and I see things, whatever. But yes, Tom Cruise did an amazing job. Now on to one of my favorite actors that I have a crush on now is Henry Cavill, who plays Superman. So he plays August Walker in Mission Impossible Fallout, and I thought that he had very cheesy bad guy lines. I don't know, sometimes I just was not feeling, I guess the movie when he came on the screen and he was just saying stuff, and I just felt like his character, the lines that he had were like very poorly written. It was that cheesy bad guy, typical, like, I don't know, your typical bad guy thing, and it was just, oh. But at least he was so nice to look at. Oh my god. When he was in those suits. Oh, okay. Anyways, moving along. So, I also heard, well, I saw a bunch of interviews that he also did a lot of his stunts as well. So, those stunts were pretty good by him. Oh, and then also, this is like a little spoiler, so fast forward through this if you want to. But the way that he died at the end, I was like, that was so brutal. Oh my goodness, where like that, I don't know, crane thing? I guess it's a crane, I'm not sure what it's called. Hit him in the face and he just flew off the cliff like that. I was like, oh my god, that hurt me in my face, and that nothing even happened to me, but I felt for him. But anyways, yeah, so good job on Henry for doing his own stunts, because major props to him for doing that. The next person I want to talk about is Rebecca Ferguson. She played Elsa Faust, who is the MI6 agent in the movie. She was fierce, and she was also 7 months pregnant while filming the movie. Oh girl, why? I also loved her motorcycle scene when they were in Paris. That was pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it was a stunt person that was doing that. But still, the scene looked pretty cool. So, and I loved how she manhandled, oh, this is another spoiler as well, so fast forward through this one if you don't like spoilers. But I love how she manhandled Solomon Lane in the house with Simon Pegg, who plays Benji. She did an awesome job, I thought, even though if she didn't really do her stunts, I don't know if she did or not, but I would be like, at 7 months pregnant, I'd just be like, okay, here's an object, I'm gonna hold it in front of my belly. But yeah, she was fierce, man. And then I am so excited that this actress was in the movie. Vanessa Kirby, who plays the White Widow, who also plays Princess Margaret in The Crown for season 1 and 2. If you have not seen that Netflix show, you need to stop watching this and go watch that Netflix show, because that Netflix show is amazing. And she does a brilliant job playing Princess Margaret. Like, she is fierce in that. What else? My favorite scene from her was when she did the knife scene. Another spoiler, please fast forward. So, the knife scene, when she pulls up her dress, she throws her knife. I wish she fought a little bit early, and I wish I saw more fight scenes with her, because I felt like she did a pretty good job. Even though she was crazy in the movie, I felt like she was awesome, and I really wanted to see her do like more action scenes really badly. I was like, ooh, what's gonna happen next? And then it was just like, oh, Tom Cruise did this and she's done, and now we're gonna walk out of the party or the charity thing that they were having. But yeah. Okay, on to my next one, Angela Bassett. Oh, I didn't write her character's name. Ooh. But we all know who Angela Bassett is. If you don't know, you need to stop this video and Google Angela Bassett, because she's been in American Horror Story, How Stella Got Her Groove Back, just to name a few. We could go on and on, but I don't have time for this. So, what I really wish in the movie, that she was in the movie more, because I love her. And she's a great actress. I loved how she took charge of the men. She told Alec Baldwin as what it was. My favorite scene from her was when her and August Walker are at the Eiffel Tower, because I've been to that part of Paris, and that part of Paris is amazing. Like, all of Paris is amazing. If you have not been to Paris, you need to go, because Paris is amazing. Anyways, yeah, so I wish I just saw more of her in the movie, and maybe she can do more action scenes next time, because, you know, I would love to see that from her. My next person I'm going to talk about, who I also love, Simon Pegg, who plays Benji Dunn. He was also in Star Trek. I think he co-wrote the last Star Trek movie, which I hope there's like another Star Trek movie coming up. And I hope he's also co-writing that, because Simon Pegg is amazing. He was he was my favorite character in the movie, because there was a scene, again, spoiler, when everybody was in Paris, they get in a BMW, and I literally was thinking, why is that car so small? And then Simon Pegg said, why is this car so small? Or something along the lines of that. So, I was like, oh my god, we're on the same wavelength! But, yeah. And I like how he was a computer nerd, too, in there. So, the next person I'm going to talk about is Simon Pegg's, co-star, the bread to his butter, Ving Rhames, who plays Luther Stickle? Ooh, I'm sorry, I'm butchering it. But, I love his character, too. And him and Simon and Tom Cruise have, like, this great chemistry on screen. And I could just watch 3 of them all day. And I love his banter back and forth with Simon. It was just amazing. And I love how everybody works as a team in that movie to get the mission done. The next person I'm going to talk about is another bad guy, Sean Harris, who plays Solomon Lane. The character gave me a really good creepy vibe. He's definitely a good bad guy. I felt like he was better than Henry with playing a good guy. Or, sorry, a bad guy. I thought he was better than Henry playing a bad guy. Like I said, just because maybe Henry had bad lines in the movie and it wasn't very well written for him. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So I'd like to see more of him. No, he died. No, did he die? I don't know. I forgot. I saw this movie on Saturday, so whatever. But yeah, Sean is a good actor. I know he's been in several more projects that I cannot name right now. But anyways, moving along. And then of course we gotta go to Alec Baldwin, who plays Alan Hunley. And if you don't know, he plays an incredible President Trump on Saturday Night Live. So if you haven't seen Alec Baldwin on Saturday Night Live playing President Trump, you need to, because he's hilarious in it. So my favorite scene with him was when him and August Walker were fighting, and this is a spoiler, by the way, and August Walker kills him. I was like, he went down like a mother effing G. Oh, but it broke my heart to see one of our American homies die in a movie. I hate when that happens. And out of all of them, a British kills him. A Brit kills him. But anyways, no hard feelings. It's fine. So, yeah, that was like my favorite part. And of course, when you first see Alec Baldwin at Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany, that was a really good scene too, when they're in front of the plane and they're introducing like how August Walker is becoming part of the team. That was also a really good scene with Alec Baldwin. So awesome. So what I really loved about the movie, so the whole aerial shot of Paris, France was amazing, and I just loved how I could like just point out all the things that I've been to. I've been to the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe. I'm saying that wrong. I think if you look real closely, Tom Cruise and Sarah Ferguson have this scene, and they're like all trees, and I think it was in this garden, but I can't remember what the garden's name was. And if they filmed there, I have also been there, and that's a beautiful garden, and it's near the Louvre, if I'm not mistaken. What else? What I really wish though is that they had filmed near the Louvre. That would have been a cool scene. But I liked how Tom Cruise and Vanessa Kirby were like in front of Notre Dame a little bit. They were like near the bridge of it, and that was a pretty cool scene because I've been on that strip that they were filming that scene, and I was just like, oh, makes me want to go back to Paris so badly. What I also liked that I mentioned earlier when I was talking about Tom Cruise was when everybody was doing the fights, the stunts, jumping out of the plane for the halo jump. That was amazing. All the fights, all the stunts seemed so real. They seemed, very like not Hollywood-like, because sometimes when I'm sitting in the movie theater, I'm just like looking and I'm like, no, that wouldn't be right. I don't think that would happen because of X, Y, and Z. And with this film, I felt like, yeah, I could see that happening. So yeah, I like, if you don't like Tom Cruise or whatever, you need to see this film just because of the stunts and the fight scenes, because oh, and then just the bathroom scene, that was a pretty cool scene with like everybody just fighting in their suits. Loved it. Oh, yep. And then I loved how like all the Mission Impossibles, you see how everybody has like a mask on, but it's somebody else's face. And then they take it off and they're like, oh no, it's this person. I love that old trick. That trick never gets old in the movies. So if they're filming the next one or in the works of the next one, like definitely keep that in there for sure. Like I said, I'm such a huge fan of Henry, but his lines were just so, like, oh, you lost your oxygen mask, or whatever, you lost your oxygen, or, I'll see you in Paris, like, terrible, terrible writing. I'm so sorry, but it was just, like, it was just so annoying to me, when it was, like, ugh, I don't know, he was just annoying in the movie and a butthole. I don't know if that's what his character is supposed to be annoying, but he definitely was. No offense. I'm really sorry, but that's how I felt. Ooh, and also, shout out to Michelle Monaghan, who I don't think I've seen her in anything in a really long time. If not, I've just been a bad person. And then I was excited to see Wes Bentley as well, who I think I haven't seen since the Hunger Games. And I thought Wes Bentley was gonna be a bad guy, like he was gonna be in on the bombing and stuff. But yeah, I guess he wasn't. Because I thought it would have been cool if him and August Walker were like talking, because they were talking about a guardian angel, but I guess August Walker was the guardian angel. Anyways, I don't know. So what I disliked about the movie, as I said, was Henry's lines. Oh, and at the beginning, when everybody, like Vin Rhames, Simon Pegg, and Tom Cruise were all working together to get the, was it the plutonium? Or whatever it was. When Tom lost it, I felt like that was such a rookie spy move, and he shouldn't have done that, so I was just, that kind of like dragged me out of the movie for a second, because I was just like, why would he do that as a spy? Because as a spy, you're supposed to be on point. It's Ethan Hunt. He's supposed to be the best spy in the world. Like, I don't know. It just, well, I didn't like that. And then I felt some of the scenes really dragged on, and I felt like a lot of the scenes could have been cut short with the dialogue. There was one part where I was just like, there was like a blurb about something, and then like that was it, and I was just like, well, what about this? I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. I have to go see it again, and I probably will go see it again, just because I love the fight scenes, and it was just a very entertaining movie. I wish they showed how Ethan got the pin out of the, what was it called? The pin out of the detonator, I guess. Instead of just having the screen go blank and it was just a white thing, and then everybody's like, oh yay, we didn't die, and it just cuts to like Tom Cruise having the pen in his mouth. I was just like, alright, we see like all this build up on how he's gonna get there, and then we don't even see it, how everything happens. Like, I felt like 3 screens should have happened. One should have been with Vin, and then one should have been with Simon, and then the other one should have been with Tom, and then we all see like how the team all work together instead of having this white bright light and then just like, oh, here's how Ethan saved the world or saved the village or whatever. I was just like, okay. So overall, I thought the movie was meh, and I'm really sad to say, and I know there was like a bunch of like hype for it, and I really enjoyed the interviews for it, but I just felt like it was just missing a lot of stuff, and I just felt like meh after it. But like I said, I'm just one person, and this is just my opinion about the movie. So still go see the movie because it's entertaining. But yeah, that's it. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Bye!